need a simple way to gain new insights from work activities so you can make more informed decisions? Whether you're a council member, city manager, or department director, you need a tool that gives you these insights in real time. Let's take a quick look at some insights you may find helpful using our ShareNet Dashboard. To get to the dashboard, we'll just go to the menu and click on Dashboard. To make this more practical, let's ask some questions that may come up. Let's say somebody says, it seems like HVAC issues keep coming up during our council meetings. How much did we actually spend on these issues over the last few months? So here we're going to go to Public Works, and notice here there's interactivity between these dashboard charts. So it's not just static information. So I want to look at facilities, so I'll click on the facilities on this stack bar chart here, and then that dynamically changes the other values. If I want to look at just all facilities issues, we can see the number of facilities work orders over the past few months, and then down here are the cost of those work orders over those months. In this case, I just want to look at HVAC issues. I'll click on the HVAC, and then again, that dynamically changes. So we're looking at facilities, HVAC issues, and then now we've got the HVAC cost or the count over the last few months, and then here are the costs. And then we can drill down into this area and see the actual work orders, what was going on, the count, and the cost. All right, how about another question? The Civic Center is getting old. What have been the maintenance costs for it? So let's go to a facility-specific dashboard. And then here, let's go to, let's say the Civic Center here. Click on that, and then that dynamically changes things. And then we're looking at all the work orders over time. And we can see, you know what, mainly it's setup. So it's just minimal maintenance issues. If we wanted to look at a particular month, we can click on October. And here, we didn't have any maintenance issues in that particular. You see, we're still active here for the Civic Center. All we had was setup. There were no maintenance issues. So let's keep the building as is for now. How about, it seems like we spend a lot on vehicle maintenance. What departments of vehicles are we spending the most time on? So let's go to the fleet-specific dashboard. So let's take a look here. These are the vehicles associated with the departments. Hey, and this bar chart looks pretty big here. This is for all time. So I'm going to click on solid waste. And then I can look at the breakdown of all the different types of issues for the solid waste vehicles for this full period of time. If I want to drill into just October, how much did we spend last month? I'll click on that. And notice it changed. Solid waste is actually now the second, in second place for the month, and the wastewater is actually in first place. So we actually had more work orders for wastewater vehicles in the month of October than in solid waste. And we've got the total cost, the work orders, and then the breakdown of categories. So the idea is to give you operational insight to what's going on so that you can make more effective decisions. How about another question? Someone at the north end of town said their water tasted a bit like pool water. What's the variation in chlorine levels for well 2252 this month? So we'll go to a utility-specific dashboard, and we'll select that particular well. And then here we can see we've got the discharge pressure, and then we're also monitoring the chlorine level. So we can see there's a bit of a variation here. The first part of the month it was a little bit higher, so maybe that affected things. Final question we'll ask, should we be considering a vehicle leasing program? Maybe that's a question that comes up. How many miles did we drive last month? So if we click on fleet miles for fueling, between fueling, basically what's happening here is we're pulling in data from a fuel management system, and this is real data, real odometer readings that drivers have entered, and as you can see, there's some bad data going on. So this is again showing real for all vehicles real time or not real time, but all the fueling data over a period of months for all the vehicles. And if you look in the upper right corner of the dashboard here, the sum shows a negative 882,000. If the odometer readings were accurate, then this number would be accurate for the total miles over that period of time based on the fuel data. So let's say we want to look at October. We still have some bad data that was entered, but let's get a little bit more specific. And then let's say look at a police car, and then now we can see the fueling and then the odometer readings, the difference between that. Most of the stuff can probably come from your fuel management system. The real value in pulling that into ShareNet is using our odometer-based preventative maintenance to kick off work orders and things. But anyway, if you do that level of integration in ShareNet, you can do this type of dashboard. What I've shown are just a sample of the different types of dashboards that can be set up. In the designer mode, you can actually set up a variety of different types of dashboard charts, pivot tables, and even maps. If you're like many of our customers before they started with ShareNet, you may be using paper work orders, spreadsheets, or other outdated systems that provide limited insights. If you'd like to learn more about how we may be able to help you, contact us today.